Hello class, I am Mrs. Rushali Chaudhary, lecturer Praveen Patil, Polytechnic. We are going to learn electrochemistry for the applied science chemistry. Subject code is 22211. We are using electrochemistry in an electrical engineering branch. But electrochemistry is going to related to our day-to-day life also. What is the electrochemistry? A conversion of metals, chemicals into the electrical energy or the electrical into the chemical energy. During that process, lot of loss will be occur. So we have generated new type of cell that is called as a fuel cells, which is directly convert chemical energy into the electrical energy. In the fuel cell, it is also called as a flow cell. Reactant enter the cell and product leave, generating electricity through the control combustion. Combustion means the process in which heat energy is produced. It's called as a combustion. But here we are not generating heat energy, we are generating electricity. Reaction rates are lower in a fuel cells than in a other batteries. So as the electrocatalyst is used to decrease the activation energy. Hydrogen fuel cell. Here we are going to pass hydrogen gas and oxygen through anode and cathode. Before knowing the reaction, we first understand the construction. It is consist of two inert porous electrodes. Basically, these are the rod. That is a carbon rod, which is a porous in nature. An electrolyte is 25% of KOH or NaOH solution, which is placed between electrodes and which is act as a electrolyte. And hydrogen and oxygen as bubble through this graphite or the carbon electrode. Hydrogen gas are allowed to pass through anode while the oxygen are allowing to pass through cathode. When the reaction take place, just check out the reaction at anode. At anode, hydrogen gas is converted to the H plus ions, and H plus ions again goes to react with the electrolyte to form a H2O. While at a cathode, oxygen gas is going to gain 4 electrons which are liberated at anode. When anode is liberating electrons, whatever the electrons are produced at anode, that will move through the external circuit and which is used to lightning purpose also, or we can measure number of electrons or the how much potential produced by using a voltmeter here. And this electron will move towards the cathode. At cathode, oxygen is gaining that electron to form a water molecule. So what is the overall reaction? Hydrogen and oxygen react to form a water molecule, and during that process electricity is generated. The voltage produces approximately 1.2 volt. But this process specifically occurs when we are using a catalytic electrode in presence of particular electrolyte. This is not directly occur in a air. Here we are passing hydrogen and oxygen gas through the electrode which is made up of carbon and which is having a activated catalyst. So during that activation process, due to catalyst, hydrogen gas at the anode liberate electrons to form a H plus 1, and that will pass through the circuit. We are able to measure the potential. When H plus combine with OH minus, they are going to form a water molecule. The byproduct of this reaction is water. So these are the non-polluting cell. जो भी product form होता है, that is the water, and as the water is formed, it is a non-polluting. The main benefits of hydrogen and hydrogen fuel cell are as following. Like a gasoline or the diesel powered vehicles, hydrogen fuel does not produce any air pollutant. It is only going to produce nitrogen oxide when burned in a engines. It reduces dependence on petroleum imports, as hydrogen can be domestically produced from the various sources. Not require petrol and diesel. We can manufacture or produce hydrogen at the domestic way also. They are not going to produce carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide such as greenhouse gases. Disadvantages of the hydrogen fuel cell. There are so many advantages of the fuel cell, like it does not require petrol, diesel. At the same time, no polluting gases are occur. Then also we are not using hydrogen fuel cell in our day-to-day life because they are very expensive than a conventional vehicles or any hybrid vehicles. These are not durable as an internal combustion engine in terms of temperature and humidity ranges. As the limited supply of hydrogen is available, it is quite expensive to produce also. When we are comparing with the gasoline and diesel, they are produce very little amount of energy, therefore difficult to achieve high driving range. The same engine we cannot use for the hydrogen fuel cell. So where we use the hydrogen fuel cell in an industry? NASA is the primary user of hydrogen resources for its space program. NASA fuels the booster rocket of the space shuttle using liquid hydrogen and employ hydrogen batteries for electrical sources. Hydrogen fuel cell can power any portable devices that uses a battery. This ability of the fuel cell enables them to power devices like a hearing aids, video recorders, cellular phones and laptop computers. Stationary hydrogen fuel cell are the largest and most powerful fuel cell. It is going to produce clean, non-polluting power in the cities and towns. It is also used as a backup and remote power application, including remote weather stations and rural locations. It is also used in an Apollo moon flight. The weight of the fuel was approximately 200 kg, which is sufficient for 11 days in a space. At the same time, they produce a water which is used as for a drinking purpose by the astronaut. Thank you class. Thank you so much for your listening. If you have any doubt, you can mail me. Thank you.